All right. How's everyone doing?
Doing great.
We are sitting here, and we know we kind of postponed this a little bit, guys. We sent out that message on socials that we had, unfortunately, some things come up that didn't allow us to do this at the time we were planning. But either way, here we are, and we've got a lot of incredible stuff to talk about today. So, um, welcome everyone. We've got quite a few people from the team here. We've got two of our co-founders, Adam and Mo, on with us today, and then Sky and myself from the marketing and biz dev side of it. We've got a 2022 recap. I mean, is that probably the best way to say it, Adam? It's like a quick little wrap
Yeah,
up
it's like
of
a recap of what we did this whole last
yeah,
year. Absolutely.
and it was an amazing year for us, guys. We got a lot of things done. We know that the markets are a little funky right now, and there's a lot of challenges, and everyone's being impacted by it. But we've had our heads down. We've been building this whole time, just working in the background, crazy hours, because we're on a mission. We've got some stuff we want to bring to market. We've got some problems we want to solve for everyone in Web3, and we're not going to stop until we get there. So. With that, I'll quickly pass it around. Sky, do you want to do any opening comments, and then we'll pass it to Mo and Adam?
Yeah, I'll say hi, everybody. It's glad to be here. Glad to be part of such an amazing team with so many amazing people. Cesar and I go way back. We actually been around the block together for a while. We met each other in college. And Cesar, I appreciate the opportunity to be here. Same with Mo. Obviously, I knew Mo previously to coming into this too from an investor side. He's done some tremendous stuff in the crypto industry, and it's good to not only just meet people like Mo and Adam, but with Adam as well, getting to hear a story about your background, getting a chance to work with you this last year has been amazing. Obviously, what we've been able to accomplish has been good, but Cesar's mentioned it. Like when you're in this space and everybody says it's a downtrend, everybody says it's bad, but you've got your nose down and you're focused and you're building, it's going to turn into something amazing. And for those that are watching, man, we're glad that you're here. We're excited. I'm excited to be part of this team, and just so happy to know not only have we are like on the product releases here, but at the same time too, we've got some amazing things in the pipeline that we're going to share with you guys. So stick around. Adam and Mo are going to go through a lot of that stuff for us, and it's exciting. There's a lot here. There's a lot in this episode and this update. So stay tuned. It's going to be good.
Absolutely.
Perfect. We'll pass it off to Mo and Adam. You guys want to open it up? Tell us a little bit about what we've been working on. Kind of kick us off into this recap of the year, and we'll keep the conversational. I mean, it's kind of I think we can do this like podcasty style where we're just talking openly with the community.
We are very, very open, and one of the things is transparency is very key. And we're going to reveal. You know what? Since we came up with REV3AL, I've been hearing the word reveal everywhere. And when you have RAS, when it's reticular activating system, when you hear something and you're open to it from different places, you tend to not notice when people say reveal. But I've been hearing it everywhere. I'm going to reveal, but we're going to reveal a few amazing facts and things that we're working on that is going to make a lot of people happy. We're not about hype. We're not here to hype things up. We're going to tell you what we have coming up, what we've done, and some of the things we've chosen to do with our team to make things right for everybody. And you know what? At the end of the day, Cesar, Sky, Adam, I'll go to war with these guys. Same thing with them. You know what? We're like a family. We do our things. Sometimes we have obviously disagreements like any other team would. But at the end of the day, we're all in the same boat. And I would go to war with any of these guys because they are absolutely first-class human beings. And we feel like we're a family. One of the great things that Caesar said was that made me think we're on a mission. Or was it Sky? I remember I was just listening to that song. I'm a man on a mission. I don't need permission. And it's a great song I was thinking of and just came to mind. Early Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time. First off, for our community, for our fans, for our supporters, for people that's been with us, we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and really say from the bottom of my heart and the team's heart, thank you for believing in us. Thank you for being with us, and really thank you for your time, because the most valuable thing, as Adam always says, is your time. and you have chosen to give that to us today, and we will make sure we will not waste a minute of your time, and that's a promise. And I'll give you a promise, we will not waste a minute of your time, because we got so much good things, and we want to make sure you guys, everyone has a wonderful holiday. By starting out, I wanted to thank our team, been working around the clock, tremendously, like the Cesar and Sky said. We've been very busy, very, very busy. I want to thank our team. Thank you, Cesar. Thank you, Sky. Adam, there's Mauricio, there's Eric, Ben, all the team. John, Delroy, we've been working around the clock, and we want to thank everybody from the bottom of our hearts, because you guys, this Reveal would not be able to do what it does without you. So thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. Without that said, with further ado, we got some amazing things that are coming up, and we decided to do. Where should we start, Cesar? There's so much things. Let's do it point by point, because I'm pretty sure we're going to miss a lot of stuff. I'll let you quarterback this and come back to us, and we could hit point by point, so we could make sure we have all the wonderful feedback. Adam, did you have anyone? I know you wanted to.
Yeah, I wanted to say thank you guys so much for being such an amazing crew. Your business is only as good as the people that put it together, that are behind it. As I always say, we stand on the shoulder of giants, and you guys are rock stars. I mean, we just can't say how much we appreciate you guys getting in the trenches, regardless of where the markets are, regardless of where everything is. One of the things that I found is that the best time to build is during these type of moments. In the courses of history, some of the best projects were built during a bear market, and whether it's a bear market or a bull market, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that we're here for the long haul, right? We are here for multiple holidays. So I want to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas, happy Thanksgiving, late Thanksgiving, Happy New Year, all the holidays that will happen throughout the year. But I think it's a special time of the year because you get a chance to spend time with family, you get to get together with everybody, and you get to really reminisce. And more importantly, you get to set your goals of what you plan to accomplish and do and be involved with and invest in and really be a part of throughout the next year, right? So we're preparing into 2023. We know that it's important to have a proper roadmap and to be able to have amazing benchmarks and milestones. And we've been building out, and we're achieving benchmarks and milestones. We're about to share with you guys some incredible information. We know that it's a problem, guys. We know that fraud, rug pull, every day. I mean, even Bored Ape Yacht Club just yesterday or so, they had $1 million more stolen, right? It happens every day. And what we found is that when we're building something, we're not just building it for us. Obviously, we had problems ourselves. Is why we built Reveal. We want to expose those that are frauding people. That's why our tagline is all will be revealed, right? And we know that through our diligence, through the different tech stack that we've developed, through the product suite that we're rolling out, we're going to be able to solve those problems one by one as they come out. And whether they're already existing problems or they're future problems that don't even exist yet. Maybe there might be some problem in AI that we need to resolve in the future. Whatever the case may be, we're on the cutting edge of the latest, greatest technologies. And we want to make sure you guys know that we are a company that is building an Apple level quality security brand as a trusted brand. So the Reveal brand, we want to make that brand something that every household in America in the next couple of years, they know, oh, wow, if I'm going to use that, I hope it's protected by Reveal. Just like you wouldn't use your computer if it wasn't protected with some kind of antivirus such as McAfee or Norton. But I want to just tell you guys, I'm super excited about what we got going on at Reveal. We have our heads down. We're working 26 hours a day. I wish there was more time in the day to get stuff done. We have a team all around the world. Just so you guys know, we're in multiple time zones all around the world. We got people that work relentlessly around the clock to get the jobs done. And if it's not in one time zone, it's happening in another time zone. We have an extended team. Our core team is probably around, I think it's around 10 to 12 core. And then we have an extended team probably around 35 or 40. So we've expanded quite a bit over the last year, and we're just getting started, guys. So I'm going to turn it back over to you, Cesar. Thank you so much. Mo, you're the man, the myth, the legend, my brother from another mother. And if it wasn't for you and Ben and the people that we originally created this, we wouldn't be here today. So I want to tell everybody from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much, and I appreciate you.
Definitely, brother. I wanted to Cesar said, we wanted to start off with some of the bullet points of what's going on. I love you too. I love you guys too. And that's, I really mean that. I want to thank everybody again for being on, and let's get into it. Our beta is live, and we want creators, we want artists, we want people that are in the field. Sign up, make sure you're on that list, because there's a short list.
It's limited availability. So
Yeah.
not everyone is going to make the beta phase.
Hopefully you be picked and you could get in there if you definitely want to be one of the first ones. I know people are asking us all the time, when can I see it? When can I see it? When can I demo it? When can I? Well, right now is the time. If you ever wanted to see what we're doing, put your name on that list and you'll be able to see what we're doing. On that note, we know that right after this, first and about second week of January, our MVPs finally will be out. We wanted to come out this year, but we know with the holiday seasons, it will just get lost in the mix. And we were thinking about what we should do is the best time even for the market come out, so people are more aware. They're not backed up by the holidays. This will go not noticed. We'll get more attraction, and we're looking at second week of January. Our MVPs coming out. That's a big plus, and we're looking at a second quarter for our CVP to actually come out. By saying that, we wanted to keep it point by point. What is the second point we wanted to touch on, Cesar?
Yeah, I mean, I think we need to probably give ourselves a little bit of credit as well in terms of the amount of work that has taken and that has had to happen on the development side, on the marketing side, on the partner side, on just all around, being at the right events, meeting the key people. It's we're in a very unique place where not everyone in the Web3 space has a product that's going to market, that's there, that's available, it's tangible. And we've been able to do that. And, we realize it's not publicly available yet. We're going to do this beta round, but even that puts us leaps and bounds ahead of what most people are currently doing. So it's an incredible achievement for the team that we've got a product. It's out there. It's usable in one way or another currently, but it's going to be at some point here ready to roll. And that's what's very exciting to me. I mean, I come from, really like operational background and stuff. And it just, the amount of work that goes into bringing something like this, it's always fun and it's challenging. But the gratification you get of once you have that product, there's few things like it, right? It's like, man, everything came together, right? It's like, it's the masterpiece is coming
together. It's like the perfect storm, right?
It's like a storm.
Yeah.
One of the things I wanted to ask, Adam has a lot to say about this as well. We want to keep it short, but you're right. Sometimes I be very frank with you. I had a banner a year in most areas of my life. And I was looking at my wife, I didn't even realize it. And I thought to my wife, so what a year. I can't believe to make sure I feel like I'm not producing. I'm not where I need to be. And she said, well, you did this, you did this, you did this, you launched a company, you did this. And she named about 10 things. I said, yeah, but I could do it a lot better. But she said, well, you had the best year of your life. And I thought about it. So this is why sometimes when we don't take appreciation well, because I think for me personally, it's always, we got to be best class. We could always do it better. I have such high standards, but coming back to what you're saying, we have spent a lot of time and effort, and people are saying, well, why are you coming out with the MVP now? You've been out for so long. To be very transparent and honest, we're doing something no one else has been doing. And it's been very challenging to put some of the components, because in a big scheme of things, it all looks good. But when you actually want to take it to the market, something that hasn't been done before, Adam could tell you is more of a techie guy than I am. It's just been, I see all the back end stuff. I see our tech UI designer. I see our blockchain guys. I see our other developers. There's like multiple different stacks of developers working on, and I see it on a Slack channel. I'm like, oh shit, I better get out of here. This is totally over my head. But
there's so much going on.
There's so much.
We've done tremendously well knowing the challenges, because a lot of people don't see what happens behind the scenes. A lot of challenges went into it to actually get us where we are. A lot of people would not just continue. Like, man, this is you know how many times we were told this is impossible? It's impossible. It's impossible. It cannot be done. And Adam will tell you, I got to credit my brother from another mother, Adam. because it's like nothing is impossible. We can do it. And he had it's him and Eric. You know what? They've worked together and made it happen. And the team, of course.
Well, it's like they say, right? Necessity is the mother of all inventions. If you need something bad enough, you start getting creative. And the challenge with us, I think, and Adam, you can speak to this, but the challenge with us is Mo nailed it, that a lot of the things we're trying to solve, these problems that we're trying to solve, there currently isn't very much that addresses it or that even attempts to solve it. So we're having to innovate as we're developing this stuff, and we're testing it and figuring it out. But what's really cool about our team is that we all have, in one way or another, and to whatever extent it is, you know, everyone's got a little bit of different experience there, but we've all had experience in this Web3 space and with some of the problems around, you know, theft and fraud and all of that. So it's like, you know, I was thinking the other day when we were doing a Twitter space, it's like, it feels like we're like the people's company in a lot of ways. We're the people's brand in a lot of ways, because we're only going to be successful if we can help other people be safer and be more secure. Otherwise, there's nothing in it for us. So it's like, you know, we're going to win because we're going to help other people win. And that's an amazing place to be.
We're spreading the word, right? We're educating people. We're sharing with people, you know, inside and outside of our industry. So as you guys always hear me say, we're in a micro, right? So the crypto, Web3, NFT, metaverse is a micro. But the macro is the world, is the whole entire world. And of course, as we bring people in from the masses, those that come into our space, which, as I always say, rising tide raises all ships. And that's what's going to happen. Those masses are going to be starting to come in because they're going to start seeing Nike, who's now doing their arcade TF, and the digital sneakers into the metaverse, and they're mass things with Starbucks who's rolling out NFTs, and like, oh my God, like this is really happening. Even though people think, oh, NFTs are way down. Well, there was a hype cycle. Those of you guys that don't know, we went through a hype cycle back in the 2017, 18 with the ICOs. Me and Mo went through it. And what we saw is that there's a huge amount of exuberance and excitement, and the prices just shoot through the roof, almost like a beginning of a bull market. But when you're in a hype cycle, it's not really a bull market. It's more like people are bullish about a technology. And then when they realize that it doesn't match up to the values you put on, it doesn't match up to the hype. It happened in the 2000 bubble when the .com burst way back when. It was a hype cycle before that. It's the same thing, but NFTs aren't going anywhere. NFTs, the future of the metaverse, there's huge institutional companies, there's major companies that are investing in this space. Many, many trillions of dollars are going to pour into this space, and we need to protect people that are putting money into the space. Because let's face it, the way you get involved is either as a creator or a collector, purchaser, or buyer, right? You're an investor. You're getting involved. And when you get involved, you want to feel safe. Like, you don't put your money in a bank if it's FDIC insured, right? Why would you do that? You wouldn't, because you feel like, well, if the bank goes out of business, there's nothing to protect my money. It's the same thing. We need to put some type of level of protection, insurance, anti-counterfeit on your digital assets, right? Whether you're in a metaverse, NFT, gaming platform, we want to make you feel comfortable and secure that at least I know what I'm buying is real. And by the way, that might not only be a digital good, it could be a physical good. In the future,
you know what?
may have.
Why don't you go into the physical goods? We're going into authentic, like high quality jewelry, watches, because you brought that relationship to the table. Why don't you head up on that while you're on it?
Yeah, so we actually have partnered with a company called Evoke, and Evoke owns a brand of NFTs and a mastermind called Legion, and it's a group of incredible individuals that part of a mastermind, and each person, 333. This is not financial advice. This is just one of the projects that we're partnered with, and we actually are owners in Evoke, and they're owners in REV3AL. Just to clarify, they're one of our partners. And the Legion, it was 333 unique watches, and under those watches, each person gets access to 3 masterminds, like some of the top people from every background and walk of life, not just crypto people with, you know, wealth preservation and real estate and insurance, and also Web3 and you name it, they have backgrounds in it. Augmented reality, because some of our partners that we're working with have amazing background in XR as well. And what we found is that we're able to bring together quality people with integrity, and each person that goes in gets a watch. they actually get a Legion watch. This happens to be a Legion watch that I got from Craig Shelley. And they're $6,000 watches, and they all have a unique band that has an NFC chip on either side of it that it authenticates it to the chip to confirm that in fact it is really connected to the NFT. And then that NFT gives you access to also 12 digital masterminds. They just did their first digital mastermind. I've been to 3 of their in-person masterminds. We just came out from Miami. By the way, guys, we've done a bunch of events this year. Me and Mo, we've been all over the world. So to recap on that for a second, we got a chance to go, oh my God, we were in Dubai at events. We were in Lisbon, Portugal at events, all over, Miami, all over Las Vegas, all over LA, California. We've been all over the place, and we're just getting started, right? So this year was just a priming year, so we can start to get people kind of familiar with the idea that we're rolling out a brand. Exactly. Next year, we're going to create a huge footprint. Our goal is to be everywhere. We want to be
getting back to the watches. What Adam's saying is we are going to be authenticating digital and physical assets coming up because of Adam and his relationship. You know what? Sometimes, I don't know, God is good because I believe he brings things at the right time to the right people. And if you are asking and you were wondering about some news, about some of the things that were a challenge, you want to stick to the end because we have a solution for everybody. And I'm telling you, by the end of this call, everybody is going to be happier than they were because they're going to hear the wonderful news we have. However, on that side, I wanted to just touch back on Adam being such a social butterfly. Sometimes we think, man, we need somebody in this area. He goes to the events and he meets some people. By the way, I met this person, and it becomes like a perfect fit. It's like hand in glove partner. And I'm like, wow, we're all amazed. But you know what? That's what happens. I always believe you are who you attract. And as a company, you will hear what we want to do for everybody. And I want to start off by giving you the honest opinion, honest reality of what's going on and our challenges, because then we're going to go into the big things that we have and how we've been able to make everything right with everybody. But not just right, we will be able to take that quantum leap to the next level. I believe in energy. We're all very spiritual people, I believe here. We believe in, whether believe in higher power God, I believe that a lot of us are Christians, but if you're whatever, as long as you believe in something, we all have higher power belief, but we also believe in energy and karma. And we believe in what you do to others come back to you manyfold. Me being myself as very spiritual, I believe in that. And we all believe in that. And Caesar believes in that. And he tells me, Adam, and sometimes it makes us, to be very frank with you, it makes us not be able to sleep because I'm like, man, we could do more for the project. I'm not worried about myself. I'm more concerned about our community because you know what? Not just because our names are on it, that's big. However, people that trusted in us, supported in us, we owe to our community, to people that have put their trust for us to do the best we can with you. So sometimes I'll be very frank. I have sleepless nights and I'm thinking what we could do better. Then I have Cesar, Sky, Adam, all types of night. We're thinking, we're Ben, and we're always thinking about what we could do to flourish. So this is one of the things always on my mind. Could we have done things better? Yes. Have we done things that could have been done better? Yes. Have we done a lot of things that we've done that's tremendous? Absolutely. So one of the things I wanted to say was we started off by this whole situation with a launch pad. And we all know the situation, what happened, and it hurt us. It hurt us a bit. We recovered from it. We bought back most of the tokens. I used my own money as well. The company used a lot of treasuries to buy back as well. And we got through it and we are fine. We are fine. But it wasn't easy. Second part was the challenge with development. It was a lot of things behind the scenes. It cannot be done. It cannot be done. But it is done. So you know what? Ask and you shall receive.
And it's also built for scaling too, just so you guys know. Yes. Some of the changes were really important if we want to be a multi-billion-dollar brand. We needed to put some infrastructure that wasn't there at the very beginning into the V2. So I just wanted to share that as well.
And starting off with the V2, we want to start off with there was a lot of complications. And a lot of people told us, don't do V2, don't do it. But we looked, and when we had our auditing team driven, looked at it, they said, you guys cannot scale to multi-billion-dollar company if you have this contract. You got to do the V2. We said, better do it earlier than later because it is a headache. Some people do this for 6 to 7 months because it is a big undertaking, and it caused us a lot of issues, which we're fixing, and we actually fixed. By the end of the year, all of them will be on top of all of them. Some of them would be the staking part. Maybe Adam could go in after that. One of them part was there was 3 people on fire starters that we're gonna airdrop them, and we will be able to talk about that as well. And I think those were the 2. And if you want to just talk, I want to tell my wife to turn down the music for Christmas. Adam, if you want to go into what happened I'll be right back, guys. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, guys. So anytime you do launch of any project, we've been involved in a lot of ICOs as not only advisors but investors. And the one thing that we found is that we're all human, right? Like I said, we're only human, right? And what we found is that, first of all, it's all about, as we'll go back for a second, it's all about the energy. So anytime we go anywhere or do anything, we're always trying to attract the type of people we want into our lives, and we put out an energy. And we speak into existence what it is that we're building, what we're developing, and who we want to have in our organization and work with. And that's super important, whether it be partners, collaborations, possible acquisitions, as well as an incredible team. And what we found is when we first got started in this space, me and Mo, we realized as investors and advisors that not everything's perfect. And you have to learn from some other people's mistakes. It's called acquired wisdom. Right? Wisdom of others. But at the same token, when you're trying to create new ground that's never been done before, you have nobody to go to ping off of. You have nobody that you can ask questions from. So we got the best advice that we could from the people that we brought on as advisors and so on. But when you first get started in a project, you rely on other people in certain areas. It's not your expertise. Like I could never go to Mo and say, Mo, I need you to make a smart contract. And Mo would be like, what? I know what it is. That's about all I know. So how would Mo, if Mo is going to talk to somebody who's building a smart contract, know what functionality it should have? He doesn't know, right? We just say, hey,
Mo would use AI. Mo would use AI.
Mo would be like, Mo would just be like, just make it work. Make it work and make it work right. Like
into that, but I want to go into the V2 smart contract. What happened was at the beginning, there was a function that our team had getting guys to do. There was one thing that didn't happen that actually helped what messed up with the staking part. I don't know what that function was, but there was one tiny element.
The algorithm in the staking, two things. One, there was something to do with the algorithm of staking that it wasn't given the APY, the annual percentage yield that we thought it would do. That was number one. And then number two, when you stake, you had to send the coins to the platform. We said, no, when we're going to do it, we want you to have your custody of your own coins, and we'll bake that instead of into its own separate smart contract, we'll bake that into the token contract. So we have liquid staking, which is very powerful. So now when you stake, it's not somewhere where it's at any kind of risk. You still have your tokens. They're still in your wallet. The functionality of those specific tokens had to be turned on to say, yes, you're allowed to stake these tokens at this time. They become released. And of course, you can also do what they call an emergency stop at any time. And you then can also restake, right? And we wanted to have different functionality in case, God forbid, you accidentally staked or something like that. You want to get it out. We want to have different functions that can.
And there's no penalties, right? There's no penalties if people emergency stop their staking. There's no penalties. You could do that.
Yeah,
you could do that.
And this just goes to show how ahead of some trends we were, right? So non-custodial staking has become a big thing, especially after everything that's happened in the last 6 months. And so it's, I think it's just a reflection of the talent of the team and the expertise and the knowledge that we bring as a combined unit, that we knew that was something that was going to be important, and we wanted to make sure that it was going to be a key piece of our token program moving forward, right? So
yeah, and I think that's twofold, right? Talking about product and a release of the MVP. I coined it this way like a little while ago when we were working on it, but where innovation and preparedness meet are really where our intersection is happening on a daily basis. We not only have to be prepared for what's coming, what is now and what is the short term, but we're preparing for future problems, right? We're trying to solve for future problems on the product side every day. And that's how big it is, because a lot of people don't think about security until they need it or until it's an afterthought. Well, our goal is to bake it into everything so that way you're secured from the moment you touch a product, not just ours, but so that our API can then work in other places. You don't even need to see it. You don't need to interact with it. It's there. You're secured. You're going to hear the word reveal. You're going to know that you're protected. But in addition to that, too, every day, we're always having to not just think about where we're at now, but of course, where we're going to be. V2 is a big part of that, right? The smart contract, adding in a new version that not only was more secure, but gave us more opportunity. Mo is a big proponent for pushing, making sure that we had that non-custodial staking, that liquid staking. Again, it's something that not only does the industry need, but as investors, we all want once we know what it is, right? If you've invested and you say, "Oh, I want that. Now that I know what it is, I need it." It just goes to show, obviously, the vision of the team, not only knowing that we needed it, implementing it, and doing it as early as we did, so that way it can not only protect us now, but protect token holders in the future, protect the rest of our team and everything, and as we grow our ecosystem more from that too. So it's a good team, and it's definitely good vision on both sides. So
you're absolutely right. And one of the things we wanted to do is we're a security company, so we got to stand by what we preach, and we believe this is the best part. Coming back now, people say, okay, well, great. If you've been affected by it, we got the wallets. We have a few people that send us their wallets, and we've looked into it. What we're gonna do is by the end of the year, we will make sure we airdrop a few tokens. That it was not much. There's 5 people that have sent, that have been affected, that have not got exactly the amount of tokens they needed. It will be airdropped by the end of the year for you in your wallet, and it'll all be taken care of. Our team that's taking care of it, Driven, as on top of it, and they will be able to rectify any situations. If by chance we missed you, make sure you send to our moderators. By the end of the year, we want to make everybody feel that we want to do the right thing. We're here not just talking about it, doing the right thing by everybody. Adam, did you want to say something?
Yeah, what I was going to say was, and those of you that don't know this is very important that you do know this. When we launched, V2 was September 29th, I believe. Any token that was purchased after that point that was V1 was an invalid token. They were at point like 0.00005 cents or something. Those were not valid tokens. So if anybody tried to reclaim those for V2, they won't be able to reclaim them, just so you guys know. Because I know that some people might have thought that you had V1 and you had happened to purchase them at a really low price, but those are not valid tokens. Just want to clarify.
Yeah, it's with all the announcements they could check out. Obviously, if the price is 100 times, 200 times lower than the actual price, there's and we made the announcement, please don't buy the V1 many times. So please be careful. Read the comments. Fortunately, it wasn't many people that was affected. Going back to, so this is the first. We got to make sure the staking, right now, once we are getting back to with our partners here, the staking is fixed. The button, as I would assume correctly, Adam, that button's not been pushed. That one button that caused the problem has been pushed. And it is right. And the people that got affected are going to be made whole. And if you are one of those people that we have missed, please reach out to the moderators. Now, that is taken care of. Now, there was a situation with Firestarter that they're smart. How we want to go into it, because smart contract wise, we just go ahead, Adam. I know you want to open.
Yeah, real simple, guys. They have their own platform, which is a phenomenal platform. Those of you guys that don't know about Firestarter, they're one of the launch pads we work with, and they had their own smart contract, which just mimicked what ours did. It echoed it. But when we went to V2, the time frame of the public sale was already over, and when they went to claim the tokens, some of them had left it in the old vesting contract, and we just have to true up to make sure that they get the proper number of tokens. Because basically what we did is we checked to see what's in your wallet, and we converted those. That wasn't a problem. But tokens that were actually sitting in another contract, we just have to make sure that it's one for one, it's accurate. But if you've taken the tokens out, if you're a Firestarter and you're taking the tokens out, we've already true upped your tokens. It's only a handful of people who did not take
the about 4 people, right?
Platform.
And they're on it. They're going to get airdrop by the end of the year as well. And that situation will be put to rest. And if that was you, one of a few people that was, unfortunately, it's been caused by our V2 that we had to do, and you've been the casualty of a little bit of inconvenience. We want to apologize to you, because I understand it's not fun. However, we're not the type of people that don't stand by our product or word. We want to make sure you're taken care of, you're taken right. And our moderators sometimes work behind the scenes. Please don't don't feel bad or you have to bug them, because sometimes we just tell them we need more time, we need more, because that's what we're hearing and that's what the dev. So there's a lot of things going on in the background, and we have not we've not forgotten about you. So
right. One other thing I wanted to mention is that I know a lot of you that have your coins on Qcoin. Just know that very shortly we've been working with them to get. It's not a simple undertaking for them to switch a contract out on an exchange. We thought it was, but it's not. And it'll be swapped over soon to the point where you will have withdrawals and deposits will be available on Qcoin, and that announcement will be provided for you guys as well. Now, so from a token perspective, one, we haven't been hacked, nor do we plan on, knock on wood, we plan on keeping the precautions in place to make sure there's really nothing to hack.
And we have functionality now on the new smart contract that is really, you know what?
It's really secure. Even in the event that something happened to your wallet, we could potentially even help you on that. But what we're trying to get at is that we're so thankful that during a bear market, we were able to launch on Qcoin. So that was one of the big accomplishments of the year. Those of you that don't know this, as a new startup company, it is not even easy to get listed on an exchange or a top 20 exchange, top 10 exchange, and to be on the top 5 exchange is no small undertaking. It was a really big deal to get on Qcoin as the main exchange. Like a lot of companies have to prove themselves multiple exchanges to work their way up to get on a Qcoin, or down the road of Binance and so on. We went there from day one.
We're not stopping there. We actually sign up for next. There's going to be a good. We need your vote for Bybit, and we're actually reaching out to Bittrex. Bittrex, our good friend, Mr. Michael Mordain, we work very closely with Hedera Foundation, and he said, well, they'll have BSC on soon. We're talking to who else? Gate as well. We have many exchanges we're working on. However, here's the thing. People don't understand different multiple distribution channels in a market like this does not mean more liquidity. It just means sometimes you just have more market making, more extra work we have to do to keep attention on what's happening and so forth. So we understand once the market turns better, we are looking to get multiple distribution channels. However, anything said on this webinar, I want to make sure people understand none of us are tax advisors. Nobody on this call is a financial advisor. This is not financial or tax advice. Anything we say is merely our own opinion, and we're being open and talking about our own experience.
And we're here to just share about our project, right? We're here to tell about the developments, the advancements, what's going on. We know that the fact that we have a token and we have a software product, the token is an integral part of our project. It stays inside of our ecosystem. It allows us to do our REV3AL ID and be able to actually create the encrypted ID system, which is part of our beta testing, which we're really excited about rolling out the beta. And we're going to be rolling out a lot of other great things. One of the things we want to talk about, and we're really excited about, is our partnership with Dawson Racing.
Yeah. Let's not go into that. I know we got a lot of great news. We want to go into the challenges first. We're going to address them one by one. I know we got a lot of great. Hold the good news.
I don't think we have any other challenges. No, we're good.
There's one more with a certain launchpad called Launchpool. I know a lot of you have been sitting on the fence and asking what is going on, because we're not here to point fingers. By the way, Liam and I are very close friends. I like the guy. He's Rich. I just met Liam and I go back. He's a part of many years, and I believe he's an integrable stand-up guy. Even Rich, well, you know what? Mistake happened, and unfortunately, we had to be the blunt bearer of taking the whole hit, which I told you it cost the company a lot of money, and we're talking almost $500,000 in our treasury at the moment, and never mind what it done to the sell pressure at the moment, and we had to absorb all that. However, I'm not here to reminisce or say it's this guy's fault, it's that fault, but at the end of the day, we take responsibility. I take responsibility. It's my fault, because at the end of the day, I could have double-checked. We could have made sure we were on top of it. We're not going to say it's 100% our fault or not, but we're going to take full responsibility. And what we thought about for many, it wasn't easy. How do we help people back? And Adam and I and Caesar and Sky, you know what? We can't do it. The main thing it came up as a board, we can't do it. We can't do it. There's no way. It's going to mess up our circulant supply. It's going to be something that wasn't totally our fault. We're taking already this much hits. And I spent also my own money being able to buy a lot back with the company, with the treasury, always. But it just, we were like, well, are we taking the whole hit? And we thought about it. We said, we can't do it. But we said, at the end of the day, we got to do something. We promised we're going to do something. We got to do something. The more we thought about it, we said, well, what can we do? What can we do that doesn't really skyrocket the circular supply, that messed up what we're doing? We got to do something. And Adam hit me up and said, bro, we got to do something. Cesar, he was a big advocate. Sky, and the whole team. We just couldn't. It was a big thing in our head because we could not sleep at night. I'll be very straight and honest and transparent and candid with you. I couldn't sleep. I lost sleepless nights because I know some of you were paying good people that never sold. And you know what? You believed in our project and you were with us. And some of you came in and took the money. Good for you. You got in, you got out. I've got nothing against you. You know what? If that's it is what it is. However, you stuck by our project. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm just thinking about it myself or Cesar. It's like, what if that was us? We came into something. It was a $50. Most people have $50 or $100 but there's many. But here's the thing: it's not about 50 or 5,000 or 50,000. How you treat one, you got to treat all. We're just not going to go say because you put in this much, that much, we're going to favor you over others. We thought about it long and hard, and I wanted the whole team to touch on this because this is a sensitive issue. And we thought about it. We said, well, how can we reclaim and make them whole, and be able to sustain it as a company? It's just because we took such a massive hit, and we just were thinking about it day and night. Then we came up with an idea. I think Adam came up as well. I don't know if it was him. I'm pretty sure it was him. He said, well, what if we send whatever they were supposed to get in whole? We're thinking about 20% rewarding whatever you got, but as whole, let's say whatever you were supposed to have at the time, not the 2.5 times extra or whatever it was given, whatever you're supposed to get, why don't we reward them and get them back that and put it, just stake it, not stake it, sorry, just lock it up for about 24 months, and they will be able to have it. I said, well, what an amazing idea, because they're going to get I'm not going to make financial advice, whether up or down, but in 2 years, we know where our project will be. In the same sense, they get everything that was promised to them. And in another sense, it's not going to hurt the project any more than it has to be able to have the circular supply go out of whack and all this extra tokens out there. And I thought about it. I said, you know what? In 2 years, once we're mature, that would be an easy absorption for us as well. And so we decided, I want the rest of the team to touch up on this. We decided we want to make sure you're whole for Christmas. We wanted to come up with a new year, tell you this, but it is the new year. Merry Christmas. You always will know, even if it's not our fault, REV3AL will do the right thing. Even if it hurts us, even if you have to spend money. Yeah.
And let me add to that, because we always say that we only work with people we know, like, trust, and respect, and have integrity. And integrity starts from the top, and it works its way down in any organization. And we need to do integral things inside of an organization. And so what Mo was saying is that from an integrity perspective, those of you that were affected by the launch pool, we'll call it debacle, or the situation with the extra coins, and those of you that did not receive back those coins, we are going to be sending you, again, under the V2 lock, you are going to have those tokens. They'll be locked for 24 months, but we are going to make you whole. And you will be thanking us that you weren't able to, accidentally sell in 2 years before who knows, no financial advice, where it could be a couple years from now, but you will be thanking us that you did do that, that we helped you do that. And so we just wanted to let you guys know that's kind of an early holiday present, if you will, that we're doing. And from an integral perspective, we want to do right by the community. As for the news I was about to say, I'm sorry, I wanted to make sure that you guys really, we cover everything, guys.
I know Cesar was a very big advocate himself. I know Sky as well. And was a lot of discussion over this. Maybe if you guys want to touch up on this, how we came to this conclusion, and you know what, thank the people maybe as well. You know what, I'm going to let you say it in your own words, so I'm not going to say what.
Yeah, what I'll add to this is that I mean, obviously, like, we had some challenges, and I think I was one of the louder ones when it came to we got to do something, and it's because in this space, you know, it's Mo, I think you nailed it when you said, like, it doesn't matter if someone, you know, backed you with $5 or someone backed you with, you know, much more than that. At the end of the day, you know, anyone who supports the project, anyone who's been with REV3AL from the beginning, you know, we'd like to think that you were doing that because you believed in our mission and our vision of what we're really setting out to do. And you know, that's what you are. You know, I think it's easy in this crypto space to get lost and think that we're just buying and selling these tokens and digital assets. But what we're doing is, you know, we're aligning with teams and with projects that have a mission that we can get behind, right? So if you've been supporting us, if you've been a backer in any way of REV3AL, what you've been doing is you've been allowing us to continue to develop these products that we think the space so badly needs. These are big problems. They're massive problems. I mean, just anyone pull up Google and just do a quick search on the amount of the amount of money that's been, you know, attributed to theft or fraud in digital assets and NFTs alone. But the world is changing. The world is going digital, and it's going to need solutions like the ones that we're bringing to market. So, yeah, I mean, if you've supported us in any way, you're a part of our community, you're active on our channels, you follow us, you jump on our Twitter spaces, you meet us at events. What you do is you're supporting our mission, you're supporting our cause to go out there and fix all of these problems, or at least take a stab at it. You know, I don't know that we're going to fix this by ourselves, but we want to be pioneers in really bringing it up as a critical thing that needs to be solved. You know, and if we have to be the ones that spearhead this, you know, in collaboration with all of our partners and everyone that's standing behind us, then that's what we'll do. And you know, technology moves fast. I don't know that we'll be the only piece of the puzzle that solves all of this for everyone, but we want to make sure that we're one of the loudest ones. You know, we're making noise about it. So yeah, I'm excited that we, you know, thanks to Mo and Adam, we were able to come up with a way to solve this, to allow people to get what's rightfully theirs in a way that isn't going to hurt the project. Because here's a piece that I want to make clear, right? It's easy to be very short-sighted in business and even in the crypto space. It's very easy to be short-sighted. But imagine the scenario where REV3AL's not able to achieve the things that we want to achieve. And, you know, you never know what the domino effect of that could have been for the space if we weren't able to bring forth all the things that we're trying to bring forth, make the partnerships that we're making, innovate and create these solutions. It could be a much bigger impact than even we're realizing it could have been. So, you know, by allowing us, and we're very appreciative of everyone that has up to this point, but by allowing us to continue to operate, continue to develop these technologies, you're going to be a part. You're a part of everything that we're doing in changing this space as a supporter. So you're just as much of a part of this as our core team is, and we're appreciative.
You know what, Cesar? I gotta just add one thing, because Adam and I have been part of huge companies, whether been Voyager, Ethos, and we've lost tens of thousands, maybe even more than that, hundreds of thousands overall, because the companies would not care to send us. Just didn't do the right thing. Whether it be Voyager, he knows what I'm talking about. Whether it be different companies, we had similar situation that we were never made whole. No matter what, these are big companies that had big market caps. They had big names out there. They just didn't care enough about their people to make them whole. And this is not just about us sleeping better. We want to make sure we set out the right karma, right energy. And you know what? We always want to do the right thing. Even if at the end of the day, what Cesar said was hit the nail in the head. We are long-term thinkers, and we're here for the long term. If we think that something is going to be short-term sighted, if you're here for a pump and dump, forget about REV3AL. I'm telling you right now, if you're in one of those people are thinking that today that's all you think about, forget about REV3AL, move on to the next project, because we're building something great. And if you want to support the project, you want to see what we're really about, come back in a year and a half and 2 years when we've fully developed everything we have in our minds, and you'll see. By saying that, I just wanted to say personally, I've never been treated like that by any. I've been to many different. Maybe one company that was very small. I lost like 500. They actually helped me get some of it back, and you know what? They were very helpful. But I've never seen anybody that could come out and say, you know what? we're going to take the whole blame. We're going to absorb everything, even though it's going to really crush us and hurt us at the beginning. We will take it. We will come through it, and we'll come out even stronger. However, we got to do right by our people. So I just wanted to say that it's been a tough decision, but as a team, as a whole, not just myself or Adam or Cesar or Sky, as a team, we want to say, if you're with us, we're not going to let you down, no matter who you are, whether you're
absolutely, guys.
you
You know what?
a little bit or a lot. Every single person in the community that backed us, we look at you as family.
Absolutely. And, you know, we're not only here for the long haul, but we want to talk about some of the incredible things that we have.
Yes. Now let's get ready for some
exciting
amazing
stuff.
news.
Enough of the challenges that we went through and got through.
So let's get over the back
on Twitter.
Now
and
let's
our
come
Instagram
to
and our Telegram. We are doing a partnership with Dawson Racing Esports. Those of you guys that don't know, I put a prediction a while back that I said esports is going to be the next huge major movement in the space. I think it's a part of the catalyst that's going to trigger a lot of the changes between AI, augmented mixed reality, and esports are really moving the needle in that direction. And I would have to say that we have our own racing team. So we have the REV3AL racing team. We're going to be sharing something in a little bit here. And we have our own car on Forza. So the custom cars, you actually, if you use Forza and you use a sim racer, those of you guys don't know what a sim racer is, it's that really cool that the drivers, they do all of their, you know, like an airline pilot or a driver, they do a simulation and they simulate and it looks exactly like they're actually on the track. It's incredible. And we have our own car with the REV3AL branded all over it. And we have our own drivers, right? And so we're actually racing with Dawson Racing. Dawson has the Hasbro, which is the Transformers brand. And they're going to be rolling out a huge hydrogen hybrid car that's going to be a major announcement in 2023. And, you know, we're partnered with Dawson Racing. If you go look at our website, you'll see Dawson on there. And we're going to be, you know, having our car represented in these races as an esports. And of course, our goal is to also protect anything that's a digital NFT or an aspect of it, whether it be a digital car or digital dragon or any digital asset. Of course, we definitely are here to create some excitement. So I'll let Cesar share a little more about the Dawson, because I know that they've been really doing a great job, and also John and Delroy and developing some of the graphics and some of the incredible videos and things we're going to share with you guys. But Cesar, I'll let you share.
Yeah, Dawson's a huge opportunity.
You might want to tell them about the drivers. We're still looking for great drivers as well. But go ahead.
That's why I turned it over to Cesar.
Yeah, and that's a huge part of it. So Dawson is a brand that's got exposure and works with other big names like Mercedes, Ferrari. Like they're at the Le Mans. Like these are big brands, right? And what's cool about Dawson is that they're being very selective of which brands and companies they're working with, and they actually what they've been focusing on is they're building this cup that they're doing to be invitational, and they're only partnering with companies that are transforming industries. So it says a lot that they chose to extend this out to REV3AL, because they believe and they see what we're trying to do and that we're trying to transform this industry of Web3. So that's a huge piece of it is, you know, that we've had it. It's a privilege to have been chosen for this. So we're very thankful for that, but we're very excited. And so with that, prior to doing the official Dawson series that'll start here in 2023, we're going to do like a little mini Challenger Cup, as we're saying. It's a smaller like REV3AL series. But we're going to use that as a way to get some exposure, excuse me, but also as a way to potentially get in front of drivers. So we do need, if you yourself or you know someone who's got some sim racing experience and they want to potentially try out to be on the REV3AL team and be one of the drivers of the REV3AL car, just reach out to one of the moderators or reach out to us on social media. We'll point you to the right person that you need to talk to get that information. But we are going to be recruiting for some drivers. And what's cool here is that part of Dawson's program is they do a virtual to real process, right? They want to take people from racing behind a screen and on a simulator to putting them on a real track, you know, potentially like in the real race car. So it's very cool. It's a virtual to real experience. And so we're very excited about that. So if that's you, if it's your cousin, your son, your neighbor, If you know someone who's passionate about motorsports, they're passionate about sim racing, and they want to give it a shot and try out, see if they can meet our qualification criteria and participate in some upcoming races, we'd love to give them that opportunity. So we think it's a great opportunity.
Absolutely. And also we want to say how's my mic? Adam wrote me and said my mic is not.
It's better.
You're okay right there. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So we wanted to invite you to be one of the first one for our beta Discord. I know Cesar's been working hard behind the scene with our setting up our Discord. We are going to open that up when, brother?
So it's going to go live with the beta testers. Sky, do you want to tell us a little bit about kind of how we've set up that process? But yeah, right now it's going to be a small group of people that are going to see it, but eventually it will be opening up to the public.
Yeah, so I think one of the key challenges with everything we're doing is that there's a lot of different places that we're going to be touching, right? So the beta testing and the Discord is part of that. Our esports is part of that. Our educational piece is part of that, which also crosses over with a lot of our esports team as well. So to touch on the Discord and the beta, for beta testers, obviously we need a little of everybody, right? The goal is an artist who's already published and probably has had some issues before, whether they've either been hacked or scammed, or they have a personal testimony, or they can attest to what's happened. Now, outside of that, obviously somebody who's just been a published author or an artist, or he is a creative and they've launched an NFT or been part of a project. But in addition to that too, we also need, businesses to kind of jump in to make sure we know where things are at. All of these are different viewpoints that not only do we need to collect, but we need to collaborate on, and we need to discuss. So our Discord is going to take the premise and the initial foundation for all of our, initial communication from Discord is going to happen with all of everybody that's there in that beta side. In addition to that too, our sim racing team and everybody on the esports team is going to have their own discussion area, but we want to make sure that there's very detailed discussion about how we're going to not only work together, how we're going to grow together, and how each of these pieces specifically kind of fits in the larger strategic goal of securing Web3, securing the metaverse, securing multiple metaverses, and having a profile that is secured and digital across multiple, so that it's interoperable across those. And at the same time too, from that security standpoint, we're starting with NFTs because that's not an easier part to be, but it's something that's more established. We have more criteria. We can dig into it more with our tech stack. We can analyze it better, and then we can apply that to other areas. Our API can spider out into other areas. And so with the Discord is going to be launched here in the next few days. You're going to see some updates about it, but specifically everybody that's there in that Discord is going to have some tremendous amount of not only communication but reach with the specifics that they're doing. So if you're a sim driver, if you're part of that esports team, you've got a tremendous foothold, not only just discussion wise with everybody else there, but our team also. Same thing for beta testers, artists that are part of the program, businesses. We want to make sure that we can channel that discussion, and specifically, the big part of this is community, right? So not only do we have security products that line up for tech that are going to solve future problems, but a big part of that and what powers it, like we've talked about on this discussion, is the community. And so this is an open community invite as well to that Discord, where if you followed us on Twitter, if you followed our weekly Twitter spaces, we brought in some amazing partners to have some tremendous discussion. We want to carry that over into Discord. But at the same time, maybe you don't want to get on, maybe you don't have a microphone, maybe you don't want to get on video and you want to put your face out there, but you do want to be part of the conversation. Discord is a big part of that conversation moving forward. And we are proud to have a Discord where, as a team, we are going to be listening to the community, answering initial responses. And one of the big things I'll do is I'll kick it over to Cesar and let him announce it. But we want to make sure that the community has a voice. It's not just Telegram. It's not just Twitter. It's not just send us a tweet or send us a message. We really want to hear you. We want to have a discussion. And moving forward into 2023, just like Mo mentioned at the beginning of this, we're here because of our community. We're here because you've linked arms with us. You believe in the project. You know what? We want to believe in you just as much as you believe in us, and we want to listen to you just as much as we want you to pay attention to what we got going on. All these announcements are great, but Cesar, let's turn it back over to you. Can you tell us more about the next steps of that Discord? Now that we're launching it, now that it's going public, what can we expect? What's the next big thing?
Yeah, so I think the Discord is kind of the next natural step in how we really scale our community. So one of the challenges, and anyone who's building in the space, or even if you're just following, right, you're following your favorite brands and projects, you know how scattered it can be between Telegram groups and WhatsApps and all the social pages. And it's getting harder and harder to have that one central place where you can go to make sure you've got all of the updates, that you're not missing anything, that everything's right there. And what we saw this last year is really with all the NFT projects is we saw how amazing Discord could be for building communities, because it kind of merges a little bit of everything. It merges kind of this forum type feel, for I don't know if I'm aging myself here, but it's like, for those of you who remember like the online forums and how some of that stuff set up, it merges some of that, merges some Reddit style communication. There's like the social aspects of it. And then it also throws in like the voice and the video. So it's a really cool place to really bring your community and have like a one-stop shop access to everything that you're doing. And it really will allow us to scale all of the different pieces of our programs, right? So we can have an esports section where people who are passionate about that can be in there talking with us about our esports program. We'll have a section for artists and creatives who, if that's you, we'll be in there talking about our beta and how we can protect it and how we can work with you to roll out your next collection. If you're just passionate about crypto, we're going to have some crypto channels where we can go in there and just talk about all the different projects that are happening. But one of the things we're really fired up on is our team's been talking about this for the last like week and a half is, all year we've kind of touched on it, and Adam has touched on it, Mo's touched on it, I've touched on it, like everyone's talked about it on our Twitter spaces. We want to build that tribe. We want to build that really tight knit tribe of people that want to go on this ride with us, right? And so the next step for us to achieve that is we're announcing, and there'll be a formal announcement coming, but we wanted to kind of just give you some of the details on this call while we're here, is we're going to be launching an ambassador program. We want to really connect with members of the community who are passionate about what we're doing, who have supported us from the first time they learned about us, people that understand the problems and the solutions that we're working with here. And we want to launch an ambassador program. And so we're going to come up with a way to incentivize those people, those key people. And we want to be selective about it. We want to make sure that it's people that understand what we're doing and can help us then go out and get more visibility and get more reach, right? So it's, we're going to be, there'll be a selection criteria there. And it won't be available to everyone. It's going to be very limited, but we want these brand ambassadors that are going to work with us, that are going to have access to more direct communication with the team, that can help us brainstorm, that can help us come up with like the giveaways and the social events and all that type of stuff. But also people that are going to, if you're at an event, that you'll be proud to put on a REVEAL t-shirt and represent REVEAL while you're at the event. You can also be on Twitter Spaces and you'll go up and talk and speak about all the cool things that we're doing. That's what we're looking for, right? And we want to make sure that we're going to take care of you. And part of that will be, there'll be some swag stuff we can do. We're going to look at how we can work with you for, future projects and things that get rolled out, how we can get you priority access to those things. You'll help us beta test some stuff. So there's going to be a lot of very cool opportunities.
A lot of great perks. And you know what? We need people that are insiders. We have a group called Crypto Insiders, and we need insiders that want. Here's the thing: not everyone's a good fit. We might not be a good fit for you, or vice versa. You might not be a good fit for us. We like people who are same-minded, same ethics. Adam says it best. We always say this. I know I preach this. I live by this. We only do business with people we like, trust, and respect. And as you've seen, some of the things might change behind the scenes. You look at the website and other things. You look, you say, what's happening? No, because we're only bringing in people like our advisors. If you look at our advising team, we're going to go into it. Our partners, we know each other. We know what they stand for. We know their ethics. We're not just going to put somebody there that is just for the name. And even we have big opportunities. We do business and we do things with people we like, trust, and respect. By saying that, if you're chosen and you're one of the lucky ones to be able to get in, we'd love to have you. Welcome to the family. Wanted to congratulate you. Early congratulations first. If you're chosen, and that's one that you've been able to win that few very prestigious spots. By going into that, I wanted to just touch on a few things that we do have coming up. One is we've got huge announcements. We're going to go into that a little bit later. But what else we do have is our MVP. People are asking, when is the MVP? When can we use it? You know what? We just said it. January, between the second week, max the third week, we will be out rolling out. Depending on the market, we want to do it right. We're going to have a big promotion going into it. We've got to talk to the market makers, got to talk to the marketing team. We got to make sure everything is lined up. Here's the thing. Myself, been advised dozens and dozens of companies in the years with Adam as well. I understand market better than most. I might not be the guru. I probably have a lot of hours put in as an advisor with many companies, hours and hours and hours. So I understand behind the scene what we need to do. People say, well, why don't you just bring it out? You cannot. There's so much as you look. Talk to Cesar, talk to Sky. We want to bring one thing out, and it takes so much in the back end and planning, strategic planning. There's coordination. There's content writing. There's graphics, and there has to talk to the market makers, has to talk to marketing. There's so many things that goes intricate, and it's got to be methodically planned. We're not just, here's the thing, one of the things we are, and you'll see us thrive, we are business people. We're not just a bunch of degen amateurs that never done business before. Each of us has worked, either had our mini companies or had Fortune 100, Fortune 500 experience in C-level, B-level, whatever level in high places, and had many people under us. So we understand business. One of the things with business is we understand timing, we understand strategic planning, and we understand how not just to survive, do things as a business. Adam tells me this is one of our biggest things, and Cesar tells me, I have no feelings when it comes to business. I get emotional. I'm a very emotional, passionate guy. However, when it comes to making decisions, it's not Mo, it's not Adam, it's not Cesar, it's REV3AL. We always look at it as a very detached, kind of like a robot. And you got to make what the best decision for the market, for the community, and for the project. So I believe in personally to bring making the best decision for REV3AL. And one of the things I just wanted to say, I've worked with a lot of companies that had major products, had raised a lot of money, and the right time, it was a bull market. They're nowhere being seen. You know why? The team wasn't right. The team didn't have business acumens. It's so, I want to be tremendously open and honest. I've seen even companies right now that we know so well, top 20 companies, we know from inside out, from the CEO all the way down to the business development managers, to the guys. These are like top 10 companies, and in the market cap. And we realized, you know what? There is a team doesn't understand business. Some of them. And I don't want to hear people point fingers, but I've seen a lot of it. In this industry, who's going to survive is we look at it as a business. We look at it as a community. We look at it as how we're going to thrive. We're going to do things a certain way that has tested the test of time. Knowing, understanding business, having many different employees, having different partners, having different vendors, we understand how to grow, how to scale, and how to monetize. Go ahead, buddy.
No, it allows us to have a different perspective, right?
And
so
yeah, I don't want to talk a lot on this
industry. When you get in this industry, everybody's all building, right? They're techie people, as they're crypto people, as I always say, but they're not all business people. So you either got to do one or two things. You either have to be a business person, or you have to attract and bring the proper people into your C-suite, into your management, into your company, because otherwise you're just I hate to say it, but a bunch of degens that are building some really cool stuff.
And I love degens. We're all degens ourselves. Let's not kid ourselves. You know what though? Here's the thing. If you, at the core of it, we're building a business. We're building a brand. Adam is probably, and myself, I believe in the brand, but even Adam probably even more. We believe in the brand is everything. We're brand specialists. And we realize building a business is not as easy. Trust me, have 40 employees, 100 employees, have 20 different vendors, and go see. It's so easy at how much work goes into the back end. That's why many people don't realize. They're like, wow, we raise all this money. This happened. Now the bear market comes. Where is everybody?
And hold on. I want to say this because it's super important. Because of the fact that it's the end of the year, and because of the fact that we're going into 2023, and I personally believe we're about to in the next 6 months.
Hey, we don't want to make predictions, but you're right. Yeah.
No. We're gonna. I feel that we're going to turn the corner in regards to technology.
Oh, technology. Yeah, for sure.
Not the price of the token. I'm talking about technology. And with what's going on with AI right now and Chat GPT and how fast technology is moving, people are becoming more and more adept to the fact that the digital media is the next thing they have to be thinking about. Yeah. It's not just years ago, people wouldn't even think about an NFT until Saturday Night Live started talking about it, or they wouldn't start talking about metaverse unless Facebook became Meta. Now you have Chat GPT. We're talking about AI, and everybody's talking about, all of these, stable diffusion and this DALL-E and all these, all these art generative AI. It's becoming the big buzz thing. It's becoming viral. It's going to bring up the whole entire idea of digital media is a thing. NFTs aren't going anywhere. Metaverse is coming, and it needs to be protected. This is a serious space. And guys, we want to share a couple of amazing things. We want to end on an amazing note. I know we have some incredible announcements that we want to go over. We got some high-level promotions we're going to share with you guys. I think we're going to share an incredible video with you guys.
Before we do that, let's look at the video John's made, and we've been working on this. It's not finalized yet. You guys, everybody on this call, you're the first one that will be seeing this, because we have. What do I do? Just press play, Cesar? Is that what it is? Can you guys see that?
Yeah, it's going out.
Okay, let me make it full screen. Can you hear that? Beautiful. And
very cool, very cool.
Just to sum it up, we don't want to go too much. I know this is getting a little long, but we got a lot to say. We wanted to end up on a high note
We're
which
doing a 24-hour stream.
we're gonna be doing a
24
whole
hours,
week.
man.
We're gonna be doing Christmas, New Year.
It's like
I saw Sky's
challenges where
like, oh my God.
you can win
Yeah,
the car, but you can't let go of it. You got to hold the car. Be the last. It's gonna be like that. The last one of us here still, saying.
Hey, we actually been promoted by Mr. Beast. Been commissioned. The last one on this podcast. You can't go to the washroom. You can't go to anywhere else.
Isn't that what he does, right? It's like the last one holding their hand on this pile of $1 million. Gets it.
Yeah. 200 reveal tokens to the winner.
On a more serious note, we are going to have our real me, which is like Ready Player Me. If you notice that, you build your own avatar. Let me just share this concept as well. We are going to have that. You could share about that while I go ahead and pull this up just before that.
Yeah,
also,
we're actually going to have. So if you guys, I
talk about our NFT marketplace as well. All those will be coming in the next month, less than a month.
I always talk about our proof of existence, right? Because in the future you have to be able to protect the avatar, because the avatar is going to be you. And with AI out there, you're going to be able to easily trick somebody in thinking that you're a real person, and you're not. You're an AI or someone else, for that matter. So the Ready Player Me, the platform that's out there has like 5,500 partners, by the way, which is insane. We're going to have, by the end of next year, our goal is to have over 1,000. We have an exciting announcement. I just want to let you guys know we broke, and at the beginning of this year, we had less than 10 partners. At the end of the year, we broke 100 partnerships in every area, guys. Like that in any company that hasn't even rolled out a product yet is a huge feat. We're very excited about that. We know we're building a massive ecosystem. We want to give a platform as we do our weekly Twitter space. Those of you that aren't part of our Twitter space, we invite you. We do a Twitter space every Wednesday at 9 Pacific, 12 Eastern, and whatever it is, GMT time. But we do the space, and we give a platform for a lot of our incredible partners, as well as guest speakers and artists and developers and creators. And it's amazing. And we have a high level intellectual, very cool conversation every week.
And even just community members. I mean, we've met so many amazing people that we weren't even connected to in the beginning, but they came on, and we let most people on. We'll check your profile. We'll make sure it's not like a spam profile or nothing like that. We'll do basic checks, but hey, if you look legit, we let you up, and you can come and talk with us.
To speak, believe it or not, guys, some of the people that came to our Twitter space became our partners. They actually got in our space, proved us who they were. We checked them out. We did our due diligence. They checked us out, and we became partners. So they're on our website as partners. So all I can tell you guys is this: is that when you build an ecosystem, the goal is for everyone in the community to rise up together, because what we have
tides raises all ships. Absolutely.
Exactly. We have everybody coming together for a collective.
Talk a little bit about Real Me before we go on to the NFT marketplace as well, brother.
What's
our
that?
avatar Real Me.
Yeah. So anyway, so the whole point of proof of existence, I did a little ADD, boomerang ADD going on there. The Real Me avatar creator will provide protection and proof of existence. So it's actually built where you're able to create your own avatar. We'll have our own NFTs. We're going to be rolling out some announcements in regards to NFTs. We'll have VIP access pass with some of our partners, have access to all kinds of really cool stuff. And then that avatar will allow you to be able to have access, as well as multiple metaverse partners we work with, and it'll be protected. It'll be secure. It'll be able to interoperable between multiple worlds. And then from the core, it'll actually have our technology in it. And down the road, it'll even scan the environment to make sure things that are around you are authentic, or that you're talking to someone else that is authentic or not. But proof of existence is important. And the avatar creator, you'll be able to build your own avatar. Your facial features, the clothing that you wear. We'll have outside third-party NFT products that we can protect when it comes into our platform. And you can wear those digital fashion and clothing, like the new sneakers or the new jacket or hoodie or whatever it is. And it'll be on your avatar, and it'll be safe.
Can you have a Superman costume? Like, you know what? He rips off his.
You can have a dragon. You can have anything you want. In the future, we'll have a huge suite of fashionable, different the way we're designing it is there'll be different categories, right? So you'll choose a category, whether it be like modern or like, neo or whatever it is. We're going to have different categories of different fashion lines that you'll be able to choose from. Make it look like whatever way you want, when you look exactly like yourself, or you want to look completely different. It's completely up to you.
It's absolutely amazing. We got an NFT marketplace coming up. I know people are like, man, what else they got going on? I know there's a big giveaway. We kind of hinted at the beginning. So if you stuck by us this long, you're going to be well rewarded by hearing what we got going on. And just before I go into our giveaways, our secured NFT marketplace is coming out as well in late January, I believe. I got to find out exact dates. I don't want to tell you dates.
We're not sure yet.
I'm not saying it's somewhere around there. It's a couple months away at the latest. So we're looking to have that. On top of that, we are having a Craig Shelley special. We're going to have our own watch. Adam, really quickly, within less than 30 seconds, talk about REV3AL watches.
Yeah, so we are going to be doing a partnership with our new partner Craig Shelley and Craig Shelley Beverly Hills and Milan, and they have high level quality accessories and beautiful Swiss made watches.
Show that watch to people while you talk. I want to see it. Can you bring it closer to the screen?
Yeah, I gotta turn it this way.
Wow, that almost looks like Richard Mille Club watch. It's pretty sick.
You guys see it? Yeah, that's one of the Legion watches. Trying to.
I like it. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a skeleton watch, and so what we found is that we're going to be doing a REV3AL special watch. It'll probably be a REV3AL both physical and digital, and it'll have all our technology and protection in it, and it'll give you access pass and all kinds of cool stuff. And our goal is to have both a version of the watch that can go on an avatar as well as in real life, right? Which would be super cool. So we're going to have that as well. Very excited about that, but. Our goal is to build a suite of products, guys. Just so you know, our goal is to really build out multiple different products, very similar to Norton 360 in that regard. And we know that we're going to roll them out when they're ready. So we have to roll out phases, we have to roll out MVP, then CVP, and we have to build into what we're building into. So the NFT marketplace is not only a secure place for a creator to launch their product from, but it's also a place that we can battle test all of our technology and our API before we give it to other marketplaces.
Absolutely. I'm going to just touch up on what Adam said, and we're very serious about what not just marketing. We brought on some of the best advisors, some partners. As Adam said, we're not close. We haven't hit 100 yet. We're not going to announce it. I think there's a couple more need to be signed, but we're very close to our 100th partner, which is absolutely immense. It's huge. On the development side, we brought on one of the best of the best. I'm gonna nice. I love it. I'm gonna go ahead and announce Sheldon Dar as one of our. Have you seen one of the advisors? And Adam is going to announce Professor Dr. David Uski, who's helping us with many different segments and many different things of our. That's beautiful, bro. Yeah, I'm mesmerized. I forgot what I was saying.
It is a beautiful watch.
I haven't heard a word you said, Mo, since
I don't know either. I lost my words.
Adam showed us the watch. All I heard was me and Sky are getting limited edition ones.
Well, you heard it here
after
first.
That,
we're working on a new concept as well. We're working on behind the scenes a new concept, and Sheldon has a lot to do. He's an amazing. You know, Sheldon Dar. He's one of the most. Look at our page. He's one of the most innovative, revered, and admired person as a tech space. He's an OG of OGs, but more importantly, he's a quality, decent human being. Has the same mindset as us. Really giving. We ended up we met him in Lisbon. Had a lot of good connection with him, and had a really good talk. And you know what? This is when you break bread and amazing ideas come out. We said, Adam said, listen, we're thinking about a node idea, like a torrent model with I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but we have some very unique ideas that he's actually a part of as well. And he's been able to educate, give, and a very giving guy. On top of that, we're bringing on some incredible people like Coach Joel, Coach K, got hundreds of thousands of subscribers, one of the right-hand people of Crypto Banter. We met them both at the Lisbon event as well. Incredible people. He's a very big influencer. He's done extremely well. An amazing trader. And I was actually following his trades from beginning. Made really good decisions. He's been short in the market for the longest time. And when I talked to him, he just so in tune with everything. He's got one of the big events coming up that we'll be going into as well, bringing on top VCs and all that sort of stuff. It's one of his own islands in Thailand, which is he's an incredible person. I wanted to talk about, instead of marketing, talk about Professor Dr. David.
Yeah, so Dr. David Utsky, I mean, we're just privileged to be able to, and humbled, because to give you guys an idea, because I always have to read his background because I can never remember it. But I'll tell you that when the CIA, FBI, and DARPA want to go check cyber criminals, they bring in him and his team to go to find these assets and check things out, right? They bring him in for the Silk Road and Ross Ulbright, and they brought down part of the Silk Road. They brought down all of the background behind. I'm look, I'm a proponent of McAfee and what he stood for in regards to crypto, but everything else I'm not sure about. But he helped find the assets for McAfee. But to make a long story short, his title is PhD, MBA, MSc, CFE, CFI, CBD, CBA, CSCD, CDFE, researcher and educator in DLT architecture, crypto contracts, digital assets, XR, MR, AR, VR, and alternative payment systems space.
He's got more letters than there's more letters than CoinMarketCap top 100 guys.
Broad investigation.
He can start his own exchange just with all his.
Guys, I worked. Like, this guy's incredible. But I just want to say, I worked with really quickly. I worked with this self-development expert. He was an NLP specialist. He says, first when I went in and I talked to businesses, nobody would take me seriously. He put a bunch of letters in front of his name. He didn't know what CBD, CA. He put a whole bunch of letters, and people would ask him, "What is this?" He would say, "School of Hard Knocks." So people, they never asked him, and he got so many more business just because he put all these letters.
He put all these crazy things in front, but no, he's the real deal. As an example, he not only is he a professor, he's the senior director of crypto economic technology for MasterCard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like it's the level that he's at is just it's crazy. He's a retired CID cybercrimes HQ of DLT digital assets, investigator. I mean,
you know what? So this is the level of
he understands cybercrime.
This is the level we have gone to. We've gone in and made sure that we have accumulated the greatest minds. One of our main advisors that you've seen, or one of our lead advisors, Mario Narfal, the creator of REV3AL, has the biggest Twitter space in all of Twitter. The first time ever, Elon Musk came on his roundtable 3 times, and he's got presidential candidates, their sons, and all that sort of presidents' sons, and all that sort of good stuff. So he's just been able to blow it up at a different level.
CZ on there, yeah, Jesse Powell from Kraken.
Well, we've been on there a few times. I've been on there myself talking about the XRP and the banking. Adam's been on there for REV3AL. So we've been on there a few times as ourselves, and we'll be on there coming up in the next year.
And
so
he broke a record. He had replays. He had 2.21 million replays on a Twitter space. And 200 and something thousand live at one time.
So he set a standard for us that we need to live up to with the Twitter spaces. We look at ours, I'm like, holy smokes, guys, I'm a pretty competitive guy. We need to catch up. So by all that said, he's an amazing human being. We're so grateful for him, not just being an early investor, but one of our advisors. Going back to all these great things, you can look at our website, look for our new announcements. We got some giveaways, finally, drum roll, and we got some amazing giveaways. It's going to be a 2-week contest. We will be giving away $5,000. Craig, show that watch again. I want to win one of those. I love to see the watch. People want to see the watch. It's all about the watch, brother.
And it won't be that exact one, right? Just to clarify,
this is the Legionnaire skeleton $6,000 watch. And by the way, on those 333 NFTs, 11 of them were $20,000 watches, and one of them is a $150,000 watch. And six of the 11 have not even been accounted for yet. So you still can get it because only 150 or 160 of the 333. They're all VIP though. They're all hand-selected people.
Wait till the REV3AL one comes out. You can buy the REV3AL one, and we'll make sure.
So once the REV3AL one comes out, it's going to be incredible. It's exciting because we happen to love watches as well. We love the way that
Absolutely.
Time's the most valuable thing you have, right? Now I wear
You know
it on my
what? For
arm.
Christmas, we're looking. Cesar's looking for his. Sky's looking for his. I don't have one. So how come only Mr. Big Dragon has one? This is kind of unfair.
This is the reveal community watch.
Yeah,
This is
exactly.
the-
Right.
the actual band that goes with it. I actually have in here. The box
Um,
itself. The box. This isn't the box. There's another box that goes with it. It's huge. This
It's
is just
it's
a,
absolutely amazing. $5,000 watch from our wonderful partner, advisor, and a confidant, and one of the greatest people I've met. And he feels like family. I haven't even met him in person. Craig Shelley, and he's actually a really big advocate of Reveal. So we're going to give a $5,000 watch. If you want to go into, what is the website of
it's Craig Shelley timepiece, I believe. I'm going to check it.
Craig Shelley timepiece? Is it .com, .ca,
I think
.io?
it's CS timepiece. Let me take a look.
Yeah. So we want to make sure if you like the watch,
CStimepieces.com is the one that I have.
CS timepiece.
CStimepieces.com. Yeah.
Craig Shelley.
These are luxury premium pieces. I mean, it's nice.
Make sure
stuff.
you support the brand. Go into their community. Amazing.
Yeah, you'll be able to choose. You'll be able to choose which one that you'll get. Within a range, and we'll provide details of that. But
go in and make sure you go into the community and support them. This one is a we'll set all the details, but it's a very luxury tie-in, top of the notch. I'm jealous because someone's going to wear a watch that I don't even have. I want one. And I, unfortunately, as a team members, sorry guys, we can't win. We're waiting for Mr. Adam to give us our.
I normally wear just my my smartwatch because it's smart. But the future ones that are coming out are going to be both digital and physical, so it's going to be exciting.
So that's one of the pieces. Maybe Cesar, you'd like to talk about the FIO. FIO is one of our amazing partners, just an incredible human beings. The team is, we met Micah, we had Brett met him a few times. I know you guys met him a few times. He came down to Vancouver with his woman. We sat down, we had a nice dinner, and we just broke, and you guys met him all over the world, and they've just been like hand in glove with us. Incredible people. Maybe you'd like to see what are they giving away and what's that worth to the community, and educate people on that giveaway.
Yeah, so FIO's doing a really cool thing, and I'm excited that we're working with them when it comes to really the next evolution of these digital identities, right? Digital signatures. It's a huge piece of what's going to happen and what's coming. And so FIO protocol, they have the ability to generate, just like how people are familiar with the .eth, right? Everyone's got the .eth, like your name .eth or whatever. Well, FIO lets you do an @ right? So you can get Mo @Reveal, Adam @Reveal. You could be Sky Hodl, whatever, right? There's really cool domains that are available, but you can also get the handles. So thanks to our friends and our partners at FIO, we're going to be giving away, I believe it's 2,000 handles. Is that correct, Sky? I think we said it was 2,000 FIO handles, which, all combined has a value of about $4,000 in handles.
Wow.
And so, yeah, it's super cool. People can go on there. You can register your account, tie a wallet to it. You'll need to have a wallet to be able to claim it. And we're going to be giving these away, so you'll be able to get your own FIO handle as part of this giveaway here. So very cool. And they're going to be a big part of, like, I think NFT technology in the future here. Because Adam, I think we actually on your BitDragon NFT, right? We went in there and I think we uploaded one and you were able to sign it with
the handle, and so you can literally have the address. It can point to either it's blockchain agnostic, so it can point to multiple different types of blockchain wallets, or it can actually be protecting or connected to an NFT directly on the NFT itself. So and it can also forward to wherever you want. Like, it has a forwarding aspect to it, so you can direct it where you want it to go. But
and it's early technology for them. It's early technology for them. They're wanting to scale that.
And you could be on. You don't have to be .eth. You could be on Polygon. You could be on BSC. You could be on Hedera.
Yeah, blockchain agnostic, right?
Blockchain agnostic, like Reveal technology that's coming out for authentication. We love that. We love to be agnostic in the digital space because we understand we got to work with many. However, we wanted to thank a couple of wonderful people that have been backing us for a long time. Hedera, Hashgraph. Hedera's been with us from the beginning. They supported us. They believed in us. Not just given us a grant, but been a pivotal part of our success. And the whole team there, Alex and the whole C6 level team, they're just class act. We just met Near Protocol. They're not just getting a grant from them, but it's just they've been a wonderful asset to us and incredible human beings. We got 7 or 8 partners from the Near ecosystem. We met Coach K and Sheldon and all these great people that are now our partners and advisors, and we're building something massive because of Near ecosystem's wonderful marketing and their whole Near
event that they had out there, NearCon in Portugal. That was an amazing event. About 200. You can go to our website or go to our YouTube and see some of the highlights. It was an incredible event. We made a bunch of brand new partners in the metaverse at Near Hub, which is super cool, and Few and Far, which is an NFT marketplace, which is one of our new partners, and it just goes on and on. And it's happening every time we go to an event. We just expand. We're like an amoeba. We just keep growing.
And we choose people we like, trust, and respect. To be very clear. And one of the things we wanted to say is this giveaway, somebody will be winning that watch. Somebody is going to win. A lot of people are going to win the.
Not this watch, but a very nice watch.
Very nice watch, $5,000 watch. And some of the people are going to be winning. Honey, you're blocking the light, man. Gotta move out the light. Thank you, sweetheart. One of the things you got to also, we'll be adding to this giveaway. There will be a 2-week or maybe even 3, but I think it's a 2-week giveaway where we're going to have the Glean campaign. The more people you bring in, the more you sign up on our Twitter, and you got to do a few things. But
there'll be lots of steps in there, Mo. I can kind of talk to that. So we're going to put in just we'll do some gamification stuff. I mean, anyone who's done a Glean campaign, you know how it works. But we're going to make sure we got steps in there that you follow our socials, you get so many entries. So we're going to make it fun. It's going to be cool. You'll have to tag some friends. You'll have to join some of our communities. You may have to go like some posts, but it'll be easy. Easy to get entered, and you can decide what kind of odds you want to give yourself based on how many of those steps you're willing to complete to get extra entries.
And let me ask you a question. Is this only? And we're going to give out $1,000, I think, in the reveal as well, tokens and all. But this is subject to. For us to bring in more people and more partners that want to include themselves in the giveaway. This could be 12, 15, 20, 25. Who knows? This could be one of the biggest giveaways in the history of the crypto market. We don't know because we just started. And I know as we're going to open this up to a few partners, but as the partners hear about it, they want to join us. Imagine we have a $25,000 giveaway, a $15,000 giveaway. That's huge in this market. $20,000 giveaway to our partners, but I don't know what it's going to be, but I know it's going to be bigger than this because we will have more people coming in. We want a lot of you to join our Twitter space. You will be able to hear everything live, and our next our things we have going on to be able to win as well. Do they have to come into what our Twitter space is? I don't know what it is, but just be on top of it. Be on our Twitter space because we're going to announce a lot of this on our Twitter space. By saying that. Any closing comments, Kai? I know you've been very quiet. Cesar, Adam,
you're good.
Me, we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts again. Thank you for being if you've been in here, I wish I could give you something physically right now. You've been with us for what, like an hour and a half?
Adam's gonna give away that watch. Put it
Adam's
up,
gonna
Adam,
give away his watch.
No, he holds on to it.
What are you talking about? You mean this one? This one over here? This digital smart watch?
You're doing the bait and switch, huh?
Adam,
reveal's
gonna reveal.
I give you away. We'll do a headset reveal.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Before we end, let me talk about the announcement for the giveaway real quick. So we are going to add to the 10,000 that we've already have set aside in the watch, in the FIO handles, and in reveal tokens. So an open call to partners. Obviously, we will be reaching out to you, but if you are watching this and you're a partner and you want to get involved, reach out to our team. You know how to contact us. If you'd like to add to this giveaway, we do want to make it bigger. We want to make it not only a thank you for our community, but for our shared communities as well. The more we can link arms and share in our community and have our people, working together, the better it's going to be for all of us. So our goal is definitely an open call for our partners. But with that said, if you are part of our community and you want to get involved, maybe we haven't announced it yet. Right now, if you're watching this video, there is something that you can do right now. And so with that said, we've already put out a tweet where we're announcing the giveaway. And it's kind of just the initial aspect of, hey, we're going to be adding details soon. So let me pull up my screen. I'm going to present that real quick. And then what I'm going to do is let you guys see it. Not only see what you need to do, but if you guys can find this tweet on our Twitter, and then all you need to do is I'm going to add the ticker at the bottom. But if you find this tweet specifically, you retweet it and you add the hashtag reveal giveaway, you're going to get extra entries that others won't get. So if you're watching this video, it's an easy way to get entries already before we launch the giveaway. With Gleam, we can collect all those entries for that hashtag. If you find this specific Twitter post, you retweet it, tag a friend, you also get extra entries for that. And if you add the hashtag reveal giveaway, and that's REV3AL giveaway, all one word, we will add those entries to the Gleam once it's launched. It's automatic. It already happens, but this is a special way for us to, for you that have watched and followed through this video, we thank you for that. Obviously, your time is valuable to us. And so, we know it's valuable to you as well. So with that said, we want to give back to you. This is an easy way to do that. If you specifically find this Twitter post, you retweet it and add the hashtag reveal giveaway, it'll be an easy way for you to get some extra entries. The more times you retweet it, the more entries you get. The more people you tag, the better it is. The more times you use that hashtag, you can use it on your own Twitter post as well. Our goal is to not only share about this, but also make sure that we can do more for you as a community. This is the first step of that. The giveaway is going to help us launch the Discord. The Discord is going to help us launch the community. The community, as we build it out, is going to add brand ambassadors. All of this means to more voice for the community, more of an opportunity for us to hear you and for us to join arms together as we move forward to solve the problems we want to solve that we can plan for, and the ones that are going to be coming up that are going to be brand new for us. So with that, this is the best way to find that giveaway, get extra entries, and do that now, even before we launch that Gleam. But stay tuned.
Am I allowed to?
You can participate on Twitter.
We will be sharing
everything.
Yeah, we will be sharing it, but unfortunately, we're disqualified from winning the gift.
That's okay. I got to watch. I'm good. I got to watch.
You got to watch already. Yeah. So with that said, I'm gonna hide this banner now, but I'll kick it back to you guys. But thank you guys for being here. If you're part of the community, we appreciate you. We appreciate your time. Go jump into that giveaway now. It is going to be big. It's going to be huge, and we're excited to have you here as part of our community, part of that giveaway. And as we move forward in 2023, part of that, as an NFT artist, we're glad to have you here. If you're part of the community, we're glad to have you there. But if you want to do more, join that ambassador program, because that's going to be a really big part, an integral part of how we plan and shape the future. You're going to be one of the first to hear about everything that's moving forward, not only just giveaways, but betas to the projects as we're launching them, the NFTs. You're going to get a chance to see what we're going to announce before we announce it and give us some great feedback in that. And like Cesar said, opportunity for swag, opportunity for future releases. You're the first to hear about it, and we appreciate you being here. So I'll kick it back to you guys with that.
Yeah, and limited. Keep in mind that will be very limited. It's very exclusive. We want to make sure that we're linking arms with people that truly want to be involved at a higher level, right? Like at the highest level that you can, without almost without being an employee or a partner. It's going to be at that level. It's going to be something very exclusive.
Right.
That
you have Adam's phone number. You can call him anytime.
Call him
Best time to
anytime.
call him is 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. working hours.
No. First of all, I want to say that over the years we've been involved in giveaways, and me and Mo, and we've won different things that we've gotten, free tokens and free different things. I've never seen anybody ever give away a watch. I mean, I've seen hundreds.
Dude, I want that watch.
Giveaways.
So I think that is qualified to get it.
And being involved, and if you're still here, I want to congratulate you, because you're still here. You've been through the entire thing, but you waited to save the best for last. So you waited to the end, and we have gone through 2022. We're making it through the year, and we're still here, and we're not anywhere near the beginning. We're just getting started.
We haven't even scratched the surface, ladies and gentlemen.
We're just getting started, guys. You guys have to understand that that our vision of where we see this brand is a multi-billion-dollar brand that you all can be a part of. You can all have your different way where you can add value to the community, and we add value to your lives. And we know that the holiday season is a good time to reflect on everything that's happened over the last year, to learn from the mistakes, to grow from what we've done, to develop relationships and partnerships that are going to last a lifetime. And what I'm super excited about, I was just going in and I was just taking a look at an old website where we started from a year ago, and I realized that there wasn't even 10 partners on the page. I was looking at it and I was like, wow, we 10x the number of partners in a year, right? And we are developed some of the most incredible relationships simply because we put ourselves out there. You know, we realize that we're sharing a message and we're educating people. We want people to know that we're not just some token, or we're not just some software company. We're a mission. All will be revealed. We're going to start revealing all the fans and rug pulls, and we want to put ourselves on the map as someone that is making a difference in the world, and is specifically now in this industry. And we want to, again, from me and from REV3AL, and again, everyone else will also share, we want to wish you guys a super happy holiday, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and all of the other different holidays combined. But what I do want to say is that please be safe out there. Enjoy quality time with your families. Those of you that are in the U.S., just know there's a huge cold front coming through. Mo's at 4 feet of snow where he is. And I know that some of the coldest weather in the country is coming through if you're watching this prior to the Christmas. So just be safe and stay warm and stay inside if you can. And Cesar, and Sky, you guys are amazing. Obviously, we really, truly appreciate you guys being part of the team.
Absolutely.
I wish you guys a very happy holiday. I'm sure we're going to work through some of it, but you can take at least a day off. No, I'm kidding. You can take a couple of days off.
You're so kind, Adam.
You're going to take a couple of days off and enjoy time with the family and reflect.
Adam enjoys slave labor. I'm telling you, he tells me too.
No, I want you guys all to enjoy, at least
enjoy an hour off. Thank you, sir. All kidding aside, nobody here they believe in the mission. They believe in the cause. Nobody's here just to make an extra 2, 3. They could do anything. These gentlemen here that have been with their own companies. They've been in with huge different places. However, it's about the community. It's about the culture. It's about what we're going to build. And we believe, imagine you being able to be where Ethereum was at the beginning, where Norton was at the beginning of the beginning. We haven't even brought out our first product yet. One of many will come. Here's the thing. We just are getting started. We had our challenges, but we learned that it's like, boom, we had a little bump on the road. We used that bump to go and elevate ourselves to the next level. It's like, what is that? Energy is the bunny that won't run out the battery or energy.
Don't quit.
We won't stop. Make it happen or die trying. And we will die trying, making it happen, because we know with God's grace, we have incredible power between us, an incredible team. I wanted to wish everyone on that note a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Enjoy your holidays, whatever holiday you celebrate. If you don't, you need to celebrate something. You know what? Celebrate the holidays. May it be warm, may it be merry, may it be cheerful, may it be wonderful. Spend it with the family and lovers from REV3AL, from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for being with us. And as a person with Adam, with Cesar, I apologize. I keep wanting to call it Cesar, and Sky. It's just
I get it always, man. Every combination of anything between C and R.
We want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for being with us, for supporting us, and we want to tell you, best is yet to come. And I give you my word, best is yet to come. Believe it or not, we're telling you, best is yet to come. God bless. Have a wonderful holiday. And stay safe, stay warm, and this is a time to really, really enjoy.
And I love to say this only happens one time a year. We will see you next year.
See you next year. It probably is next year for some people that are watching this, right?
It might be the next year when you watch this.
It might be. It might be.
We'll see you soon then.
See you soon, guys.
God bless.
Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. See you.